And of course, something's going on with the contest right out of the gate here. We'll message my mod here. I'm not sure if it's working here. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Nice. Nice. Ooh, on the Giants. Wow. Okay. You like Jones, eh? I like him too, actually. Totally. I do like him as well, for sure. So, welcome back to the Insider's Room. I'm Nick Parsons. We took Halloween off. November, we're here. The contest is rolling. I gotta definitely write this down, who's in the contest. So William has bet 5,000. 5,000 on Giants. Okay. Got that marked down. And the only place you can play the contest is on Twitch. So, Giants. Thank you for entering, William. You're gonna take it this month. I know you will. And then you get to have your Jazz Sportsbook account. Jazz has been totally cool. And if you guys want to know more about Jazz, and if you're on Twitch, check that out right there. Do. So you guys, yesterday in our Discord, Dan Kaiser, who's coming on in the first half, he released 2 free picks that were exclusive to our Discord, and they were both winners. Now, of course, that's not going to happen every day, but you're not going to get those winners anywhere else except if you check out our Discord. And so I've been pushing that everywhere. That shouldn't be too hard to find our Discord now. And yeah, tonight or today, Dan has also released 2 other free picks in the Discord. We have Clutch Sports coming on in the second half, and I'm hoping that he can give us a second half wager. It's kind of putting handicappers on the spot to come up with a bet on the second half where they probably would never play it, etc. So, yeah, you got to take it with a grain of salt that I'm sort of making them do it. But, yeah, I'm hoping Chad can do that, Clutch Sports. And we're just getting ready here to hang out and have Dan on shortly. So yeah, we took Halloween off, and I went out with the kids, and that was fun on Halloween. They totally loved it and got tons of candy. Still a little bit left. So yeah, I got lots of interesting stuff going on because guess what happens tomorrow? It's the start of the college basketball season. So Chad isn't as big into the college handicapping as he is all the major sports, but Dan definitely is a college handicapper. He specializes in the Big Ten. He's done extremely well. In fact, he went 7-0 with his college football picks on Saturday. That's all documented at Covers Experts. I've also left plenty of links to all of his different, to his site and different things, or to his, I guess his homepage or whatever you want to call it. Thanks for the stream. Any chance you're going to play the game on here? I can't play the game, unfortunately. I got a copyright warning. So, that's out. How can you watch the game? You know what? On Thursday nights you can watch it here on Twitch. But unfortunately, I can't do that. You know what? I screwed up here. Okay, we got to do the contest over. Sorry. I didn't put it in for long enough. Alright. Sorry while I have to deal with this in here now. Alright. So, hold on. There's where I messed up. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay. Okay, perfect. Thanks, William. I just sent you guys an email to redo that. Sorry about that. I got this now. I'm going to bet Cowboys. Okay, William has bet 5,537. I just got the ESPN app to work on my PS4 because, cable is bad. That's cool, though. I didn't know about that. We got a PS4 for the kids for Christmas coming, so I'll have a system as well, finally. Maybe we could have some college basketball, college tournaments or NBA 2K tournaments on here even. I'd be down with that. So yeah, you guys join our Discord. Neil the Legend's here. Neil, you got to start wagering. Even if you're 15, that doesn't matter. William's even younger than you. William's already bet 5,537 on the Giants. So Neil, you definitely have to get your wager down. Dun 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 dun. So yeah, my dad had to talk to the stupid AT&T people because he has cable. You have bet 10 chips on the Cowboys. There you go. I don't think you have to see how many chips you have. You got to put chips like that. So yeah, actually, so the college basketball season starts tomorrow. Oh wow, Schulze's in here. Game of the year on the Giants. So you got to enter the contest this month because this is our big push in November. You got to put chips to see how many chips you have, and then bet on the Giants. So you'd put not like you care about winning a $100 betting account, but still, if you want to be involved in tonight's show, you could put bet Giants 10,000 because that's the max bet. Wow, and Dan Kaiser is in here as well. Some big names are in the house already, you guys. Schulze, you should join our Discord. How do I put all the chips on the Giants? So you do this. Just do this exactly. Bet Giants 10,000, just like that. Exactly what I did. That's the max bet you can put on. So Neil the Legend also has a play. Neil the Legend. Neil the Legend put on 10 on the Cowboys. That's a wise bet, perhaps. Schulze, 10,000 Giants. This could... Dan Kaiser has 10,000 on the Cowboys. All right, I'm keeping careful track. The Giants win tonight, yeah. So, this is the sports book that's sponsoring us for this contest, and they've been totally cool. And if you guys, anybody watching ever wants to get an awesome sign-up bonus, 150% sign-up bonus, I can hook you up. They've been really kind to offer that to anybody of the show who watches and wants to make a deposit. And so I also wanted to show Schulze this is Discord. This is what you got to do. You got to download the app Discord on your phone and on your computer. Once you do that, then you follow that link and you'll see how cool Discord is. Yeah. Well, it's getting closer and closer to kickoff here, and very shortly I'm going to bring in my first guest, Mr. Dan, the Professor Kaiser, who has, it would seem, a bet on the Cowboys tonight with his bet here through the Twitch portion of our platform here. I see. So what's going on in the rest of the betting world here? Look at that. Ottawa with a 2-1 lead. 2-0 Boston. 1-0 Detroit. Huh. So yeah, there is the college basketball tomorrow. And so I have some questions for Dan, because he is a Big Ten specialist, and Michigan State is his alma mater. And so yeah, I mean, once again, Michigan State's going to is heavily favored. But there's a few rule changes, and I'm not sure if everyone knows about that. If that really could affect totals in college basketball. And so I'm not sure if Dan knows about those, and if he doesn't, probably not many do. They're just subtle changes, but they are significant, and I'll ask his opinion about that. Why did they let Booger McFarland on TV, and I'm a Kansas fan? Actually, I don't mind Booger McFarland. He's got some pretty good insight. John Gruden, but hey, John Gruden is doing a great job there, and can't believe Oakland. So maybe wait 5 more minutes here and see if a few more people come in to the chat, and then we'll bring on Mr. Dan Kaiser. So, the house band is killing it, Devo. I just never get copyright strikes if I play these guys. Otherwise, everything else, I have issues. Thursday night, I'm going to be doing Thursday night for sure. Every Monday, Thursday in November, I'll be doing it, and in December. I'm really pumped to try to push really hard here to the end of the year and right up to the Super Bowl. Dan and I have talked a few times about doing American Thanksgiving Day stream and stuff like that. So, okay, Devo, we're going to give you a break for a moment, and we'll bring you back in a moment. But for now, we'll go to the old 70s music. 70s. What about weekends? Yeah, no. I would like to do weekends as well. Really, I would like to be streaming as much as possible. It does take some preparation, and it does take some work. But I think day streaming would be a lot better for me, because I get up so early, and so lots of times I get quite tired by the end of the fourth quarter on these nights, and so I'm talking really early. You got to do Thursday night, yeah. Chargers and Raiders, yeah, that'll be a good one. That'll be awesome one for sure, man. So why don't we see if we can bring Dan in? And I'm going to ask him some questions. And so the way this works is we're going to start the voice call, and then we switch to the video. He switches to the video. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Very good, very good.
Right on. And can you hear me okay?
Perfect.
Nice.
As always.
So, how are things? I know that you had a great weekend. I was checking your page out there, and 7-0. I mean, that's completely unbelievable. But I mean, completely, you did that. So, congratulations on a huge weekend. And so it looks like you're on the Cowboys here tonight.
Yep, Cowboys tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to be honest, I got lucky. You know, I always feel I get lucky when I go 7-0.
No doubt that you have to have a few lucky bounces for sure. There's no question. To have a perfect card like that, I mean, no question about it. So yesterday, you also in our Discord, in the Insiders Room Discord, there you gave out 2 free plays. Both of them were winners, and you've given out 2 free plays again today. One of them was on the under in the Monday Night Football game.
Yep.
And then you also gave. What was the other one?
Sorry. I gave out the Wizards in basketball.
Nice.
And they're winning at the moment.
Yeah, that looks good going into the half. I mean, anything can happen, but at the half it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't take anything for granted in the NBA, especially so far this year.
Yeah, in the early going, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, a couple of weeks or last week, just an example. Last week I gave out the over in the Dallas. Can't remember who they played now. It might have been Denver.
You want to take a chance to look? Which game or what night was it? And so I just wanted to also bring to you guys' attention, if you guys see at the top of the screen, the scrolling ticker there, I always give out my bookie killer of the day. And so the last time we broadcast, I gave out the Phoenix Suns at +5, and they lost by 1 point. And so that's a true-to-date record there, 17-9, I think it says there. And once again, I'm giving out the Suns tonight against the 76ers. But sorry, Dan, what were you saying? Do you remember what day that was specifically? No, it doesn't matter.
Week. But I gave it out on my site, but it was like it was 2:27, I think. It was sitting at 2:25 with a minute left, and I think it was Denver. They went in the paint. Shot was blocked. They called goaltending. Review took the goaltending away. Gave Dallas the ball. Doncic got fouled. Missed both free throws. And then had like 17 seconds to get a final shot off, and they never took a shot.
Jeez.
So, you know, it's stuff like that that's just irritating. You know, you're looking at probably an easy win, at least a push, and you walk away with a loss. You know, and that always seems to happen to me in the NBA, so I always take that, you know. I don't like it early in the season, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think every handicapper would say they want to look at the teams over the first couple of weeks, and then they can sort of get a feel for the landscape. I think for the most part that's the case.
Yeah.
So let me just quickly check some of the platforms here, because that's always a... But so one thing is that they always want to know a couple blowouts for the weekend, and we're going to be together on Thursday, so maybe we can even wait till Thursday to give those blowout plays. Is there anything you wanted to touch upon on the college football from last weekend, or review some of your plays that you made? Were any of them in the Big Ten?
Yeah. Last week I gave out Michigan in the Big Ten. Just, Maryland. I mean, that was just you know, the Michigan's been playing really well the last, I don't know, game and a half. But I just, Maryland's just not that good this year. I just
No.
thought that coming off the win over Notre Dame, they should be able to keep that going.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I had Georgia over Florida. That one was close, but again, I think Georgia's just the best team in SEC East. They just have on both sides of the ball. They have their offense is just a little bit better than Florida's.
Right.
Yeah, big late game. I had Oregon and
Oregon.
the over.
And sorry, who?
I did Oregon and
Okay.
the over.
Oh, and the over in that one.
Yeah, I hit that one twice. So
Nice.
Kansas State over Kansas. I mean,
Yeah, that was
know.
a beatdown.
but I just didn't understand the line. You know, the line's 6.5. Kansas is not good this year. They got lucky the week before on that against Texas Tech when they had the field goal blocked, and then I think it was Texas Tech, and then they tried to lateral the ball for no reason. And
Right.
Kansas recovered and kicked the field goal, and then Kansas State coming off the win over Oklahoma. You knew they had to be up for that one, so I thought there was like the lines were, but again, that's the thing, isn't it? Sometimes the lines look too good. That's when you get killed. But yeah, I mean, it was a good weekend. I got this weekend. There's some things I really like on this weekend. I just posted my game of the month for November up on covers.
Nice. Yeah, definitely everybody go check that out over at Covers Experts. Dan Kaiser. Sorry, Dan.
No. And I was just it was close. It was close to being my game of the year, but
Oh, really?
but I got a game. I think next week that I like even more. I think
this guy's saying, Neil's saying that KU isn't bad. You're just a hater.
in football they're bad.
Yeah. So
They'll
then what are you
better
saying that in college basketball they're good then?
Yeah.
So
College
that leads
basketball,
into
good.
tomorrow, of course.
They're good until Self gets thrown in jail. But yeah.
Okay, Greg Rindosh. Sorry, we got Dan. I'm gonna switch over to YouTube here for a second, guys. I was on Twitch, and so I'm switching over to YouTube quickly here. Because Mr. Greg Rindosh is in the house, and he's saying, "Sup, boys? Time to have some fun. I wish I tailored college football last week, Dan. I've been watching your analysis. Dan, what about Wake Forest? What do you think about Wake Forest? And they never lost to KSU in basketball till this past year. Kansas, he's talking about, I guess, to KSU in basketball till this past year. And he also wants to know your opinion about Wake Forest, and that's in college football." And of course, we have the start of the game here. So that's a couple of questions.
Well, but I don't know.
Wake Forest this week.
Kansas.
Yeah, Wake Forest this week.
I don't know. Wake Forest this week.
Yeah. So, kind of putting him on the spot, we got to quickly just take a moment here. Don't worry. I mean, it's impossible to predict what somebody's going to ask, so you just got to take a second to.
I'm just not sure who they're playing.
Yeah.
I think they're.
Just make sure you know what's going on. So it's Wake Forest versus Virginia Tech, and Wake is minus 2.5 on the road in Virginia Tech. Yeah, playing Virginia Tech, Greg says, minus 2.5 to minus 3.
Yeah, I would probably. I haven't looked hard at that game, but I would lean Wake Forest just because of last week.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Just because of the loss Virginia Tech had last week against Notre Dame. I mean, they had that game until the last drive, and I just think they're probably going to be a little bit deflated after that. So I'd lean Wake Forest in that game.
Wow. Prescott just threw it right to that player. So there you go. There you go, Greg. They got that running back. They got that running quarterback and got kind of lucky against Notre Dame last week, is what Greg is saying.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and well, if you look at it, Notre Dame was up 14-7. They
Yeah.
had the ball, what, at the 1 yard line, 2 yard line, looking to go up 21-7 just before the first half ended, and it was a 96-yard scoop and score by Virginia Tech. So, yeah, I mean, that game could have been very easily a blowout for Notre Dame.
Right.
The fact that Virginia Tech did have the lead, 6-point lead, and it took a 2.5 minute drive by Notre Dame to win it. I just think being that close and then losing, I just think that it'll probably be down this week. And wait for
So
us.
Greg said he had Notre Dame -10 in the first half. That turnover sucked. That you're talking about. He thought that was horrible.
Yeah. Well, I agree with him. I agree. I mean, that's kind of stuff that happens to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens to everyone.
Yeah, but yeah, basketball's starting tomorrow.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you a couple questions about that. Maybe that you weren't 100% aware of. So here, William is already calling for the touchdown. Maybe he knows something we don't. Oh, no touchdown. No penalty. That's huge. If you have the under, and if you have the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, listen, I wanted to talk a little bit about college basketball.
Okay.
College basketball, Greg is saying, is the best sport to bet, especially live betting. That's why I hope you have this going in the winter season, a live show. Yeah, that would be sweet. And I've heard a lot of arguments for that, Greg. It's just to wait a couple minutes into the game as it starts live and then place your wager. Usually get a couple extra points on the team or whichever, yeah. That is, a lot of people are doing that now. But yeah, no, I think a live betting show would be really cool too, and trying to get in some live betting experts that I know a few of would be totally great. But listen, I wanted to talk a little bit about this, and I don't know if you knew this either, Greg, but there's a couple rule changes in college basketball right now, and it pertains to over-unders. And that's because, so yeah, the 3-point line has been moved back, and the shot clock moves to 20 seconds on offensive rebounds. So if it's an offensive rebound, you don't get that extra 30 seconds or whatever. It's just 20 seconds on an offensive rebound. So you have to, so it's going to be a quicker game. And so do you think this is going to affect totals, or do you think it's not? I mean, who knows? I mean, that's a difficult one. Yeah. So those are two sort of crucial fourth down to, I didn't even see what happened there. So is it, oh, I got to get this going here. I always forget to do this part. Okay, so they got the field goal. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Dan, you heard those things that I was talking about there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you knew about that, but
Yeah, I'd heard. I guess. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be one of those things that it's gonna take first couple of weeks to kind of watch and see.
So Greg is saying that there is data on it out there because they tried this out in the MIT So I mean, obviously, no, it's going to make it quicker game. They have these teams that their whole like game plan is about using up the clock, and you know what I mean. And so this
Yeah, I
is,
understand.
yeah, no, I think
But
it could
this
only
is
be good. I don't know about moving the 3 point line back, but I guess, yeah, to make it more like the NBA. Is it now the NBA? I'm not sure about that, but
I think it. I'm not sure either. I think it might be like halfway between the two.
so
But
Dan,
but again, like I said, well, you can say they have data on it from the NIT tournament, but that's such a small sample size, and they're not great teams either.
mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just want to be interested in watch the first week or two, see 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 if it does, see if there's any discernible difference. I can see it's, but again, because teams have to shoot quicker, is that gonna are you gonna get more points or are you gonna get less points because they're taking maybe more hurried shots?
Right.
That's what I said. You have to see it.
I personally think it's good. I don't. I think that only having 20 seconds on an offensive rebound is definitely way better. That's a good rule.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll help out, make things a little more interesting.
So, what you are in Michigan State right now? You're in Michigan State country. You're living and breathing it there every second of every day.
Hey, I was Michigan State country when I was living in Thailand.
All right. Okay.
It's always Michigan State country where I'm at.
Okay. So, what do you think about this year's team then?
I think. I think this team is loaded.
It is.
Again, but Langford. I mean, again, I'm not gonna put much into the beginning of the year because Langford, he won't be back till January. He's still out with his sore foot. But other than that, I mean, anytime you have Winston,
Mm-hmm.
you're always in the game. I mean, they got some good young guys. I mean, was Aaron Henry played a great tournament last year, so that can only help this year. I mean, they got some talent.
Greg is agreeing with you with one. Sorry, I'm switching back and forth, and I wasn't completely following Greg here, but he's agreeing with one of your comments there, saying, "I agree, Dan. You have to watch this year. You don't know exactly how it will translate because it will likely affect the teams that play with the slow pace more." Right.
Right. So yeah, I mean, if you're used to jacking up threes quickly, it's not really going to affect you. But you look at teams like last year, like Virginia. They're pretty methodical. I mean, even Michigan State, a lot of times, is pretty methodical. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. But yeah, tomorrow, two really good games: Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan State.
Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan State. Yeah, no, there's some good games on tomorrow for sure.
And I was looking over the schedule for tomorrow, and it looks like, and I think they must be, but it looks like even like some ACC teams are starting conference play already.
Mm-hmm.
Which is I mean, the first game of the year, and I think it's a conference game. I would guess it would be. You got some ACC teams playing each other right off the bat. So what's up? What's the Kansas boy on here? What's he think about tomorrow's game, Kansas Duke?
Yeah, Neil, what do you think about Kansas Duke tomorrow? Here we go with Dallas moving the ball here.
Oh,
But yeah, no, I've been loving doing the show, and I'm excited for. I wish more people would be betting on the thing, but we had 4 people bet tonight, you being one of them. And so here we go. Let's take a look here at Dak Prescott for a second. He fumbles it. He picks it up. He falls down and gets totally sacked and loses 10 yards. Well, I guess that's better than turning it over,
yeah.
right?
So what do you think of the? Did you watch the New England game last night?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
What do you think of
I
that?
actually lost on that. I had a bet on the Patriots, so there you go. And you know what? I saw an interesting stat there. Of all of their previous wins, came against like the worst offenses in the league,
Yeah.
and then they play against Baltimore, which has like the 7th offense, and they got totally crushed.
Well, we talked about that. I think one of our first shows. Right.
Touchdown and a flag. It's coming back, or maybe it's a late hit on Dak. Yeah, Dak's still down.
But we talked about that though a couple of weeks ago about somebody brought up New England having like this history making off or defense at the time, and we kind of agreed that they hadn't played anybody yet.
So what happened there? Holding. Oh my gosh. It's coming back. Oh, but they offsetting penalties. Wow. Crazy start to the game here. So yeah. The NBA, the NHL. So starting on Saturday, a full slate of college basketball. I'd like to have some really good college basketball handicappers come on, like yourself and other guys, and I'm still hoping that Clutch is going to come on here in the second half. I'm going to actually message him. Oh, come on! Where's the flag? Oh,
But Nick, so remember a couple of weeks ago when it came up about New England and having the historical defense, but we kind of come up with the thing they hadn't played anybody yet.
that's right. That's the big talk around the whole.
And yeah, they had some stat. I saw some stat up they had up yesterday, not counting New England losses. But like all the quarterbacks they faced were basically terrible.
Right.
And then, but now they run into, and I can't remember exactly who they got now, but they had Jackson last night.
Yeah.
They've got two good quarterbacks coming up in the next 2 games, and then they have to go against Mahomes. So I think the next 3 or 4 weeks will kind of show how really good that defense is. I'm not saying they're not bad. I'm not saying that they're terrible, but I mean they went from historical great defense and only letting up less than 7 points a game to letting up 37 last night.
Right. Hey Dan, I'm just gonna quickly go to the washroom here after this field goal ties it up. I'm gonna switch to the screen so that you are the main focus of the screen here, okay? And if you want to go over some scores with people or something, or just
Okay.
whatever, doesn't matter. I'll be right back.
Okay.
2 seconds. 2 minutes.
I'll go flip it. Well, let's see what's going on here in the world of sports. Over the Pacers or over the Pelicans. Excuse me, TV's far away. I can't see. Penguins Bruins tied. Red Wings 1-0 over the Predators. I gave out free play Predators minus a goal and a half. Not looking good there. Still early. Sens 4-1 over Rangers. I'm really looking for the college basketball. That's one of my has been one of my big things. I'm more of a college, I guess fan wise, I'm more of a college fan than a pro guy.
Hey,
Hey, you back?
so yeah, I am back, and we are back.
So just gave an update, the little scoreboard update here. So
Yeah, some of the NHL that I had bet earlier, which was looking good early, is not looking so great now. Surprised by Ottawa, and Boston had a 3-0 lead on Pittsburgh, I think, or at least 3-1.
yeah,
But yeah, your Washington play is looking good. Again, anything can happen there.
the what?
The Wizards.
Oh yeah. Well, the other game I gave out, another free play I gave out Nashville.
Oh, right. So you gave out 3 free plays today, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nashville minus a goal and a half.
Right.
Which is not looking good at the moment. It's only a first period, but
Uh-huh.
I never.
Yeah, Nashville's had struggling on offense there in the last 3 games. They've barely been putting in. I think they lost 2-1. They've lost 2 in a row coming into this one on Detroit here, and failing to score again here after they had won 5 in a row. Look at Brooklyn laying a beat down here on New Orleans, though.
Yeah. I think New Orleans though is going to be a fun team when Zion comes back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. So here's T-Jack. Sorry, T-Jack. I was out of the room for a second, and I'm switching back and forth. What is Dan drinking tonight? Looks like juice.
Vodka.
Okay, there you go. They played the Browns. Chubb ran all over them. Browns absolutely destroyed the Ravens on the road. Miami ×2, Jets ×2. I have a real question. Why are the Browns favored this weekend versus the Bills? Canucks, baby. Why are the Browns favored this weekend? I agree. I don't know. And you are going to that game this weekend. My brother will be at that game. Oh, wow. There's a huge sack.
Yeah, that one kind of baffles me, unless I don't know. That's the thing. Sometimes Vegas has different ways of looking at things, or they kind of they perceive on how bettors are going to bet. Maybe they just think all the bettors think that Cleveland's due.
No.
I mean, talking about Cleveland.
They obviously know something. And so, what are you saying? That they have Miami ×2 and the Jets ×2 coming up? No. Oh, that's going to be a flag. Oh. So, yeah, no, I don't see why they're favored either. I think that Buffalo, but I guess we'll see. That's going to be a great game for you to watch. This is basically the season, I guess, for the Browns. If they don't win this game, it's over. I mean, it's over anyways, but if they win, then they still have a mathematical shot, I guess. Why are the Browns favorite? Patriots. I was talking about paper tigers. Bucks Cowboys money line parlay. Nice. Let me check that out. What's going on while the Bucks hasn't started, and we'll see what Dallas does here. Classic screwdrivers from Greg Rindosh. That's what you're having, a screwdriver.
Who?
You.
Before it was vodka and mango peach juice, and now it's vodka and you would know this, pomelo.
Mm-hmm.
Pomelo from Thailand. You know, the like it looks like a big grapefruit in Thailand.
Right.
Yeah, I brought some back when I went last time I was over there. I brought a bunch of juice. Weird thing to bring back, but I brought a bunch of containers of juice back with me from Thailand. Stuff you can't get here. So.
Right. So Chubb is the most effective running back in the league right now. Kitchen calls a quarterback sneak on 4th and 1. The Browns are a dumpster fire. Players are death-threatening fans. OBJ is pouting. Chubb wasn't even on the field on that 4th and 1. Kitchens is a moron, says T-Jack.
Yeah, and I agree. Well, yeah, but the guy that was threatening the writer and I think fans, he's gone.
So I'm still amazed that my brother's going all the way to Cleveland, of all places, to go watch the game. I guess it had to happen sometime, and at least he can say he did it.
Where's your brother live though?
He lives in Kelowna.
Canada.
Yeah, in Kelowna.
I don't know.
Yeah, in BC.
Okay.
In the interior of BC.
Maybe he transplanted to North America. I don't know. Just asking.
Yeah, no, but he's always been a Browns fan, is the thing. Like a die-hard Browns fan since really small. He's never wavered from that. And so he's waded through. I guess he had kind of high expectations. But the thing is his buddy has been such a die-hard Bills fan in the exact same way the whole time. And so these two guys...
Where's that game at?
In Cleveland.
Oh, okay. I've been to Buffalo. I've been to Buffalo Stadium before.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went. Montana's last year when he was in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And me and a friend of mine we were huge Montana fans from San Francisco, and I was like, this could be our last chance to see him. So a bunch of us drove to Buffalo to watch the game.
Greg Rindosh here is saying that was a moron play, but Baker isn't really as good as people think. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to tell these guys, these quarterbacks that come out of college, eh? Has any of them worked out? Like, look at Marcus Mariota now. He's benched for the guy from Miami. Anyways, I can't remember his name off the top of my head here. But yeah, Mariota was benched. Like, all of these huge name... Like, look at Cam Newton getting...
Well, Newton's hurt.
That's true, but then this other guy, now there's question marks, right?
The question mark is
so Greg is saying Lamar Jackson worked out, and the Giants wanted him, but Baltimore traded up and picked right before them. So yeah, T-Jack, I'm having to switch between Twitch and all the platforms here, just sort of trying to keep up with all the different chat. But yeah, obviously the Browns are on life support now after that.
But I somewhat agree with you though, Nick. But also, the thing is, you look at Mariota. I mean, the problem is you get all these guys that are drafted high, but they're going to crap teams. There's a reason, you know,
Right.
that they're going to crap teams. You know, look at Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at least he got drafted and he went to a good team and basically sat a year. I mean, he got put in the perfect situation.
Well, Andy Reid's a really good offensive coach for sure.
Yeah,
So look
yeah,
at look at Ottawa laying a beat down on the Rangers, 5-1, and Pittsburgh has come all the way back and now has a lead at the end of the second. Nashville now has a 2-1 lead over Detroit. Your Washington free play is looking really good. Your under play is looking decent here. Memphis has come all the way back to tie it up with Houston, basically.
yeah. That seems to be the. See, I think might have to go in a different mindset sooner or later. Just anything I think is a free play, and I'll just put it up on my site and sell it.
You know, you're giving out a lot of free win. It would appear. I mean, there's still lots of game to play here, but no, they're all looking good early.
I know that. But what I'm saying is, but sometimes I look at the games. I'm like, oh no,
I know. I've thought the same thing too, but yeah.
Teams the ones that win.
Yeah. Yeah, all those types of thoughts go through your head.
Yeah.
When you have to make a lot of different picks and stuff, and.
Yeah, you know, yeah, it's that's just the thing, and I know you did it in your past. It's just like, all right, I like 8 games.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna throw 8 games up there.
Mm-hmm.
I did on Saturday, but I'm just saying, usually you're not gonna throw 8 games up there.
Right.
And then so now you're like, oh, okay, and then say you pick the best 4, or you think it's the best 4, and they lose, and the other 4 win.
Right.
And you're like, oh, well, now what am I gonna do? But yeah, I mean, if gambling was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Right. That's some words of wisdom. So this has been a low-scoring, pretty pathetic performance by Dallas, wouldn't you say? Or, I don't know if the New York defense is really even that good, is it? Drops back. Almost gets sacked.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you make of Dallas? I mean, at the beginning of the season, everybody was talking, oh, look at Dallas, they're back. And then they lose 3 or 4 in a row. And then they won that big game against Philadelphia last week, and maybe.
Or in week 7, they had their bye, yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe I just bought it in the hype again after that win over Philadelphia.
No good. Come on, Mar.
So, the guy was talking about live bet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you live bet a lot?
Oh, Nashville has a 3-1 lead on Detroit. I haven't a lot, and so, but I'm definitely interested in doing that, and I think that Greg has something there for sure. So why do you ask? Why do you ask?
I was just asking because I
Right.
don't know. Because you said you gamble every day. I just wondered if you like. See, I used to when I was in Thailand. I used to live bet a lot,
Okay.
but 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 it was different over there. I was using kind of different books, but over here, I don't live in America. I don't like playing offshore.
Right.
So, and then there is now they're starting. Michigan doesn't have live gambling yet, or live sport, or have sports betting yet, but Indiana does. I'm not sure if DraftKings or FanDuel have has live betting yet, but again, I'd have to drive. I'd have to like drive 20 minutes or 20 miles down the road and then sit in my car and try to bet. So
Right. That's pretty hilarious.
you know, but I used to do it a lot, especially hockey. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was just interested if you do it or not.
So why did you especially like doing it with hockey?
Anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day.
I just you should always bet live bet over unders.
Right. Sorry, I'm gonna have to turn this music
You know.
down a little bit.
And for like especially in the playoffs, you can get a good feel of the game, and you know it's always going to be tight.
Yeah, this guy's in Michigan, T-Jack. Oops, I have on the wrong thing here. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, he's in Michigan, and he's in sort of the rural part of Michigan, because last week you couldn't come on Monday, and of course on Thursday I was doing Halloween with the kids, and
Right.
Because of the weather, right? It was horrible weather.
Yeah. Well, no. Horrible. Well, no, we had snow Thursday, but Monday, no, 'cause I live out in the country. Some city or county truck was driving through doing something, and they knocked down, like, they took out my bunch of wires, took out the internet or the cable wire.
Right.
So yeah, I just lost the internet.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
For a day.
Because
yeah,
the same thing happened to Clutch Sports last week, in that he had really horrible weather, is what happened to him.
Yeah, well, I do live basically out in the country, so.
Right. So yeah, I'm hoping, as I said, doing the second half bet on a game that you wouldn't normally do, and putting someone on the spot in that moment to come up with a bet. I mean, what can you do? But I'm hoping that Chad will give us a second half bet here, and I'm hoping that he'll come on. If not, I'm just thinking doing the show, just as long as I have guests on, makes the most sense. There's no point me sitting here by myself doing nothing. So unless I have a guest, I probably won't stream. And so unless he comes on in the second half, I don't think I'll stream anymore. And I'm always trying to book guests, and I know that you're available every night.
Well, let me know. Listen, let me know. I could, if you want. Because I know you get tired come the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I could probably push through to the third quarter.
All right. Well, we'll see if
See what
Chad
happens.
comes back. But yeah, it's just gonna take some time, and
Yeah, but since I had to get a bit of the bubbly a little bit early tonight,
right.
I might not make it to the fourth quarter myself.
So I knew a guy named Chad. You eat pizza? No, I haven't eaten anything yet.
So what's on the menu for tonight?
I'm not sure. What about you? Who knows?
I made my son a little bit of meatloaf for dinner.
Nice.
All right, so do you have any thoughts about tomorrow night's college basketball games?
Not really. I am definitely someone who needs to see the first week before I can start making comments. You have to kick up the energy level when there are guests on. Yeah, like what do you mean? Kick up the energy level. What should we do? We're trying to talk about gambling and stuff, not like run marathons and stuff. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's true, and we're still just testing, and I don't want to pretend like we're doing something that it isn't. You know what I mean? Like we're just getting going, and so we're just getting the format down and everything.
No, what are you saying? When there aren't guests on.
Oh, when there aren't guests on,
that's
right?
not easy to do.
Aren't. Right. That's right.
I mean,
that's what I can do, yeah, and I could do crazy things and eat hot wings and yeah, I could kick it up. That's right. Yeah. You know what? But maybe we could play like as I was saying in the future, have tournaments on here of Madden or something like that as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, or I think a day streams would really be sweet, actually. But I know there's lots of opportunities coming up here, and there's no rush. It's not a race, and we don't have to answer to anybody. And so I want to try to get as many people as on here as I can. I'm going to keep trying to do that, and we'll see where it leads.
So why? I got a question, because now you might have. You're talking about tournaments and stuff. You may make me buy PS4.
Yeah, there you go.
Why'd you go PS4?
Better sports games, and that's what the top sort of sports esports guys use. Yeah. That's the reason why.
How are they better? It's the same game.
I don't know, man. I do not.
Right.
I'm not. You know what? I would love to have a esports handicapper on here, and there are lots of those, and I am trying to find that out there.
But to be honest, aren't most like the esports people? Aren't they using basically like gaming, like computers?
Sorry?
I mean, most of the like pro esports people, they're using gaming machines. They're not using.
No, lots of them is the PlayStations, man. Seriously. But yeah, as I say, maybe you're right. I don't know, but you're right. Lots of them use PCs, and lots of them use the consoles. So I think it's like half and half. And we should Google that. Because the NBA 2K, now every NBA team has an NBA 2K team, and I've bet on some of that actually on the NBA 2K stuff.
Yeah.
Just putting in my order here now. All right. See you later, T-Jack. T-Jack's out of here. He came in. He said hi. He did his thing.
But well, I'm just saying. But I don't know. But I know like a lot of the other ones they use. Basically, or computers.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I was just wondering why? Because unfortunately, I don't think you can cross-platform.
Okay, well, that's something we should find out. Yeah, who knows? Who knows the answer to that?
Because I'm just saying my son was an Xbox guy. I love if there's a way, and you might be able to do it with sports. I know you can't do it with other things. It'd be great to play play tournaments on here,
Right.
or be able to play you in a game on a Saturday afternoon, sitting around watching nothing.
Yeah, that could be interesting and add something to the channel.
But
That's what Barstool Sports does, which is on Twitch. Barstool
You're gonna make me
Sports.
go out and buy a PlayStation.
Well, we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, that's what Barstool Sports does. They They do lots of different stuff. It's just them hanging out in their studio or their office doing different things.
Or their basement. No, just joking.
So here we go. Giants are going in. Oh,
Stop.
not that one. Wow. What do you think about that stop? You think they're going in here?
No,
No?
not on this one.
No?
Hey, maybe this year we should do Super Bowl in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'll let you pick. I'll let you pick the team you're supporting, and then maybe we could have the same bet.
Right. Well, yeah, no, I'm open to anything for this channel. But I think being like, yeah, like Barstool Sports and playing some tournaments on here for cash or trying to get other people involved. Look at that. Touchdown, Giants.
Hell.
So, what happens to Eli Manning? Is his career done?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so he retires at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
No, yeah, no, he's done. There were, I mean, there was talk that basically they trade him if he wanted to be traded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if there was like, any starting quarterback that got hurt at the beginning of or early in the year, they said, you know, they'd trade him. But he said, I don't want to go anywhere. For the amount of money he's making, why wouldn't he? He'd just be happy just to sit there now on the bench and collect his millions. Retire at the end of the year. You know?
Mm-hmm. So, Mac College football also starts tomorrow.
Yeah, Mac action.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. It's just another thing. It's great for the conference. I mean, I live 30 minutes from Western Michigan University.
Right.
Who play tomorrow? Yeah, it's great for the conference. I mean,
Mm-hmm. It's good for betting.
yeah, But
for people who like
even
betting
though
on
I,
sports.
but even though I live 30 minutes, or I live close. I've always been more of a, and it's probably maybe at some point to my detriment, but I'm always more of the big conference guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you don't
I'm
have
more
any
of the-
interest in those, in the MAC games too much. So what college basketball games stand out to you, sort of the most tomorrow?
Give me one second.
Okay, Dan will be back in 2 seconds. I'm just doing a little bit of work here.
Well, I guess the two games that stand out for me are obviously when you got the top four teams in the country playing against each other.
Mm-hmm.
One against two, Michigan State, Kentucky, and then 3 against 4, Kansas, Duke. I mean, because that's the problem with that. It's early basketball. Something I said about seeing ACC teams playing against each other. I mean, you got big schools against small schools. I mean, I'm interested sort of in the Michigan Appalachian State game. I'm interested to see. I mean, Michigan lost a lot of talent. You got Juwan Howard back. Juwan Howard's the new coach. You got some decent still players there.
Nashville's laying a beating now on Detroit, eh?
All good.
Milwaukee's also laying a beating on Minnesota. Washington's laying a beating on Detroit.
So, but Michigan. So what? Again, it's the first game of the. I think really the first real game of the year for Michigan. So is Howard gonna play his whole bench?
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna try to make a statement? They're playing Appalachian State, and to be honest, it's not one of the teams I really go a deep dive on. So
right.
The thing about college basketball early, it's to me it's just kind of it's like college football early. To me it's kind of hard when teams aren't playing the same type of competition.
Yeah.
But I'm interested. To be honest, a game that's kind of I'm gonna have to do a little deeper dive tomorrow, and it may be free play tomorrow. I'm looking at the Clemson Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looking at that game. I mean, Virginia Tech very good last year, very talented, but they lost a lot of key guys. So I'm gonna do a little closer look into that one tonight. And actually, it will be. I'll post that as a free play tomorrow.
Nice. Oh man. Oh man. Everything's going the Giants' way here. Boom.
How about them Cowboys?
But everything else is looking pretty decent here, really. Yeah.
Yeah, well, on my site, I gave out on covers.com. I gave out Milwaukee as a play.
Oh, did you?
I shouldn't say anything until the games are over, but I don't want to be that guy. Oh, pass posted, but I gave out Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
I gave out Portland Golden State under, or I think that game hasn't started yet, but so what? If you're watching, you don't have to pay for the play. Gave out Portland Golden State under.
But no, you've getting out a lot of great content again here, Dan. I think just you and I together could do the show every time, really. You've been giving out some really good stuff here. Yeah, and I was talking about the American Thanksgiving. So when is that exactly? Let's look ahead to that. Let's look.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's take a look. It's the final third. Is it the 28th or the 21st?
No, it changes.
Yeah, so is it the 28th or 21st?
I don't know.
It's a Thursday, right?
It's not a Thursday.
Yeah. So either the 28th or the 21st. Or maybe it's the 14th. I don't know, but it's...
All right, I'll tell you right now.
All right.
28th.
Let's get this figured out. It's on the 28th?
Yep. My birthday.
Okay, so that's right at the end of the month. Okay. So here, let's take a look at that. I'm opening it up. So it's the Bears at the Lions.
There you go.
The Bills at the Cowboys. And the Saints at the Falcons. What a dud that's going to be.
Wait, what was the last one?
Saints at Falcons.
Oh, okay.
And then it's Mississippi State in the college football.
And then you have Black Friday. There's always some good games on Black Friday.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, some smaller school college basketball.
The Bears and Lions. It brings back
Cowboys. The Cowboys wager not looking so good here.
No, no.
Yeah. Geez, I guess.
Well, hey.
It was earlier. T-Jack was asking, why is Cleveland favored? Well, sort of the same reason why New York is winning here. You know?
Yeah. You know, but Vegas isn't stupid. They're not stupid. I mean, I don't. That's
Oh man. More
that's what
penalties
they've
on
done.
Dallas.
So they must have their reason. What is it? Do they think, Cleveland's due?
No, I don't think they're due.
I mean, do they want? I don't know.
5-1 Nashville and Detroit. Edmonton has a 1-0 lead against Arizona early. That's good.
See?
Philly and Phoenix. Memphis is right there. But look at Minnesota's come right back against Milwaukee here. So yeah. So there, the contest is closed. So far, it would seem like Giants bettors are loving life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well. Hey, I'd feel bad if I won. So.
So there's Eli Manning still checking it out. Oh.
Alright, so the game started. What made you take the Suns?
I think they have an underrated defense, especially against the three. They are ranked in the top, in the top 5, and yeah, they have good offensive and defensive stats. And Philly's coming off they're playing against Portland without Joel Embiid, who is serving suspension, and also tonight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just think it's kind of a letdown. Oh, look at there's a black cat on the field. Wow. That should have been on Halloween. What's this cat doing out there? Oh no. Wow.
Well, go get it. It's a cat.
This is crazy.
Why does somebody just go get it?
How did it get there?
It probably lives in the stadium.
Yeah.
Wow. You know? It probably lives in the stadium. It just came out for some reason. But I don't understand why nobody's picking it up. It's a fucking cat. You pick it up. It's not a rabid dog. Jesus.
They're giving it directions. That way. Go that way.
How do you get a cat? What? You pick it up. Have you never had a cat before? You had I'll just call him a poster. I got before I said, if you have to do this, show yourself. You know, what? Just be more active or just be more lively.
That was pretty crazy. I've never seen anything like that.
But hey, at some point you wouldn't want me alone on a show. I'd just be going off on everything. But this going back a couple weeks, your prime minister did win, though.
Yeah.
Good for you.
These Giants are looking like world beaters here. They're going to make the playoffs now after this game.
Nah, it just shows that Dallas isn't that good. And you're gonna have a nice Stephen A. rant tomorrow on ESPN.
Right.
So where's your camera posted at for that shot? You have like posted on the wall or?
Yeah, it's over in the corner
Okay.
of this sort of like window
No, I know, but
recessed area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like this computer camera or is it a different kind of camera?
Yeah, it's just a webcam
Okay.
that you can get for $30.
Okay.
And you could actually even just use the microphone off that thing. I'm not. I have another microphone here on my desk now. But I was, when I first started, just using the mic off the camera, which is like 5 or 6 feet away from me, really. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, a camera is so cheap.
I'm just asking because I want to, like, at some point, redo. When I have a little bit of time to do something, but I want to like redo the thing and kind of set up more of as what you have.
For sure, man.
All right.
So that was a field goal?
Yep, another field goal.
Okay.
Hopefully the black cap brings me luck.
That was the turning of the tide there. Now it's all Dallas the rest of the way.
Hopefully.
He doesn't look happy at all, that cat.
Did you watch the UFC this weekend?
No, but I saw that the fight got stopped early, the main event, etc. So did you watch that, or what did you think about that?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I don't know. To me, the cut didn't look bad. Well, but it was below the eye, so I don't know. Obviously, they never gave a very close up look, but it was below the eye, so I'm not sure how deep it was or anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Dana White before the fight said, right after he said, it shouldn't have been stopped, and then later he said, I looked at it shouldn't have been stopped. I don't know.
That's the way it'll forever be.
You know, yeah, I don't know. Obviously I didn't bet it.
If Dallas comes back and covers, I'm blaming that cat, says Schulze.
Good. Good.
No, that looks pretty good, man. You're looking good.
I'll take it. He's not it's 13-3?
Let's give a quick update. 12-3.
12-3. No, he's not looking good.
12-3. Really, I need more guests. I would love to have lots of different handicappers on, even smaller ones. There's so many Twitter handicappers out there, and different guys. But then, as I say, you've been great. But yeah, I don't know what to say. What's Dan drinking? We already went over this one before, so there's another question. They want to know what you're drinking again. And hey, I'm gonna switch to you again. I need to go to the toilet again here for a quick second.
All right.
And so
Go
I'm
ahead.
switching over to you for the main cam. And you're going.
Yeah, mate. I'm drinking
So what are you
vodka.
drinking? And what do you think about the game? And maybe what do you think about Michigan State tomorrow? I think maybe you covered all of that, but maybe you can cover it again.
I'll cover it again. I'll cover it for this guy. You know, I'm drinking vodka with it's called pomelo juice. I don't know if you don't know where you're from, don't know where you get it. It's a Thai. I drink it all the time in Thailand. It's like a grapefruit juice, but not as sour. And when you got it in Thailand, it was like it's about the grapefruit, or the chunks are like about that big. So it's kind of like grapefruit, but not as sour. Dallas tonight? Nah. I should have known better. They always suck me in when they look good. But I'm not giving up on them yet. They still have a chance. It's very easy to pull this out in the second half. Michigan State tomorrow. You know, it's my team. They're my boys. I would like the game a lot better if Langford was playing. I don't know. Last year, I think last year I bet against Michigan State and they blew. I think they blew all Kentucky or whoever they played last year. I don't know. My brain says bet Kentucky. My heart says bet State. I would almost bet the over.
Okay. Almost back.
I think I covered everything. But and just for you.
Dan kind of looks like Baker Mayfield's daddy. That's what they're saying about you. Okay, we're back here. My family should be back soon as well.
Well,
I'll have to deal with them.
Here's my thing, Nick, and you know, that's about Michigan State. So I'd be more happy. I'd be more happy if Langford was playing. And my heart says to take State. My brain says probably take Kentucky because it's the first game of the year. I'll bet the under. I think I said about the under.
Bet the under, okay. Because of some of those rule changes.
Here, Nick. Here's the thing. I just said that 2 minutes ago. Let your listeners get back and say what I actually did say. I can't remember if I said I bet the over or I bet the under.
But now you're definitely going with the under. That was then, this is now. You're on the under?
Well, no. Unless somebody comes back and says I'm wrong.
So, listen, live betting a player prop, 90.5 over Zeke rushing yards. So Greg Rindosh over on YouTube is making a live betting player prop over 90.5. So there you guys go. That's one of our followers on YouTube making that wager.
And what's the wager? Over
90.5 yards for Zeke rushing yards. A live betting player prop. So how many does he have now? How many does he have now?
Is that no? So it's what he has plus what he has now.
Yeah. So what does he have now? Wow. Imagine if Dallas scores here now. They look horrible. Dallas looks horrible. Dak Prescott looks horrible. Ezekiel Elliott looks horrible. I did see that. I think he has like 71, but he got a big run right after I said that, and you went to the bathroom. Okay. That's the one thing about streaming when you're having a couple beers and every now and then you got to go to the toilet. What can you do? So Schulze thinks that you've been getting together with Baker's mom.
Who?
One of the guys in chat here. Baker's mom. He thinks you look like Baker Mayfield.
What? What? You want me to do like Baker and go shave at halftime? Yeah, Schulz, man.
As long as it's not a large prostate, bro. It's because he's wearing a hat that is Brown's color and his facial hair. Yeah. Look at this. Dak Prescott's running for his life, and then he throws a low pass. Look at this. Could go all the way. Oh, a broken play. Touchdown. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. A sudden strike from a broken play. Dak Prescott barely gets away. He just about to get sacked. And he throws it low, too. It was a horrible pass.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah. There we go. Still the under. What was the over-under on this one then?
40 something.
Arizona Edmonton tied. Wow. Ottawa though laying the hammer down on the Rangers. That's a bit of a surprise to me there. But no, your Washington Wizards bet. If you did give that out, I don't recall that, but if you said you did, that's a big time winner. You also gave out Nashville -1.5, and that would look like a winner. You have a free play on the under in the Dallas New York Giants. Oh, it's 48.5. Greg Rindosh is saying. But Jesse or Schulze.
Yeah, there you go.
He gave it. I was on it too. They were on one of the longest home loss stands ever. Right. NBA Wizards. Okay, right. Nashville, NHL Nashville. Okay, good for you. That was a good call there. So what is Isaiah Thomas doing then? Dominating? And look at New Orleans giving Brooklyn everything it can handle here. New Orleans scoring 48 points in the third quarter. What's Kevin Durant thinking? Like... Is Kyrie Irving even going to be playing on Brooklyn by the time that Kevin Durant comes back? Oh, so I have my family here. Can you just give me a sec there, Dan?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to let you carry the show again here. One sec. Hello.
Right. That touchdown. Gives us Cowboys better a lot better chances. Don't want a shameless plug for me and some fellow cappers at and follow me and some of my fellow cappers at covers.com. Covers.com is a great place to get sports picks from some of the best handicappers in the country, including me and others like Ben Burns and Jesse Shield. Yeah, I posted today my game of the month on covers.com. And I know.
Okay, just 2 more seconds here.
Alright.
What's going on in this game? It's getting interesting here now. 3rd and 10. New York is throwing for it. Now we're back to our main scene.
Picked off. There we go. Come on.
Wow. Jeez.
There we go.
Boston with a 5-4 lead. Yes.
What was the Boston game? Boston and who? Senators?
Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Boston just took the lead back with a minute to go.
I'm not. I was just laughing at
The cat.
Susie there. Susie just said, that fucking cat.
Yeah. They're thinking touchdown here. I'm playing the under. Play tell him it must be good because it locked out one of my books for the Golden State Warriors. From Philly State, undefeated at the Suns. Yeah, they've retaken the lead there. Or at the end of the first. Al Horford made a 3-pointer.
Of course, yeah. I've picked Philly. I've got Philly. I got Philly. No, mate. No offense, but I got Philly. I had the Bucks tonight, and I already gave it out, even though it hasn't gone off yet. I told you, Portland Gold Bucks. 76ers, and even the game hasn't gone off yet. I said, whoever's listening, I know it's very few people. Just the free play they don't have to pay for that other people might have, is Golden State Trailblazers under.
Trailblazers under.
I can't post that, but
Mm-hmm.
People are listening. There you go.
No, I'm surprised by Philly.
Why?
They got a scrappy team. But how about Miami? Are you surprised by Miami early?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, they've been really good.
To be honest, man, the team that has surprised me the most, and in a bad way, is Chicago.
That's true, but they did win. Didn't they just win finally their last game pretty convincingly?
No, they didn't.
I think they did.
No, they haven't. They're pathetic. They've been pathetic. They've been. This was the easiest part of their schedule.
So what do you think about them playing? They're playing against the Lakers tomorrow.
And Anthony Davis coming home.
So AD's gonna lay the hammer down. Looks like he's into me. Oh yeah, that's all in.
Yeah, I listen. All I'm gonna say is Chicago's pathetic.
Dak Prescott's got to throw it away.
Chicago is bad. They are just bad. And I had high hopes for them. I mean, the first part of the schedule was against bad teams, teams that were supposed to be very bad, and they would play good for a half, and then they just sucked the second half. All right.
They're going for it. Oh. Man, this is some horrible football, really. There you go. Boston wins 6-4. There we go. We got him in field goal range to take the lead at halftime. Can this guy hit a field goal? Will New York try to ice him and call a timeout? Can we do some in-game betting on that?
What?
So Greg Rindosh believes that the area that we can make is to try to do in-game betting.
Yeah, but about in-game betting, no, I'm sure a book is going to ask you what they call a timeout. And if you can, it'd be like $25.
So, is this plugger gonna get it?
I mean, I've been listening to sports talk radio in Chicago for over a year, and they're always talking about, oh, yeah, once sports gambling gets into Chicago, it's going to be great because you're going to be able to sit in the stadium and bet on what the next play is. No, you won't. You will never be able to bet that. You'll never be able to.
52-yard attempt. Wow.
Huh?
I think he's gonna miss it.
They made it.
Somehow hooked it in there this time. There you go. 13-12 at halftime. So do you want to push through the third quarter? If my other guest does.
Well, if Clutch Sports wasn't clutch enough to show up, just no, I don't. Up to
No,
you.
it's pretty funny.
I'll stick around as long as you want to stick around.
For sure, man. You can bet the next play, not quite, but almost, Dan. Live betting college basketball for sure, because you can watch the refs and the swings. Yes, for sure. I live bet Dallas in this game as well at -2.5. Nice, Greg. There you go. Well, there.
Well, yeah, no, that's fine. No, I understand that.
Can I be a celebrity guest? I would love to have you on, Greg, if you could just send me more details. Join the Discord. Can you join our Discord? Here, I'm going to send you that details right now, okay? And join our Discord. Everyone, join our Discord. This is where you can do and say whatever you want, post pictures. We have lots of stuff going on there. That's where our community is. Oh, you are in the Discord. Of course, Grindosh. I gotcha, buddy. And then you change your name to Sir Charles Grindosh. Got it. Got it. Got it.
No, hey, I have no problem with it. It's always been, yeah.
Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Sir Charles Barkley. I love Charles Barkley, man.
Yeah.
Well, as a player, yeah, he was amazing, I thought. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I love chocolates, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing about Charles Barkley, for whatever. The thing about Charles Barkley is he made himself. He was a great NBA player, not a doubt, but he made himself with a lot outside of that with the Samuel L. Jackson, Spike Lee, Charles Barkley commercials.
So do you want to make a second half wager on here? So
yeah, I will.
Greg is saying, yeah, these guys are doing lots of this live betting on their phones and stuff.
I'll get the line. Well, I need to get the line here. The second half betting, I just can't throw out a play and say, "Oh, take this" without a line. Give me a second. I'll get up to the call. I'll get a line here in a minute.
How the hell was Charles Barkley so right about the NCAA tourney when he's always wrong about everything? So what did he say, Greg? What did he say about the NCAA tourney? Just that it was...
But he's always wrong. No, he is always wrong in the NCAA tournament. My thing about Charles is what I like is just he takes the piss out of himself, and like the whole TNT thing with him and Shaq when they go at it, and him and Kenny Smith, and like all the commercials with him and Spike Lee. That's it. He's not. He is what he is. He's not serious about anything.
He was calling all the games. He went to Auburn and he called their run, but he was right about almost all the games. Huh.
Maybe this year. He wasn't 2 years ago. He was the worst picker there was.
As a matter of fact,
what about the truth? What about the truth from Boston, the Celtics?
I'm just saying, I love Charles. I just love how he is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I'm saying. He was a hell of a basketball player.
So let's quickly go over some of your bets. So you gave out in our Discord today a free wager on Nashville Predators at -1.5 goals. Right now they're leading 6-1.
All right.
You gave out a bet on the Washington Wizards at home to Detroit, and they were a -4 or -3.5 favorite. They won 115-99. Did you ever see what? I was interested to know what Isaiah Thomas finish with? Phoenix has come back here to like sort of really challenge Philly here. Houston and Memphis. Milwaukee has a slight lead. New Orleans is taking Brooklyn down to the wire here. So the biggest surprise of the night is the Ottawa New York Rangers, I would say. That 6-2 beatdown. Just for the tourney, historically, he's one of the worst analysts ever. I'll give you a live winner right now. Under 48.5.
Who?
Okay, so that's a live winner. Greg Grindosh is saying there's a live winner. Under 48.5. So you can live bet that still at this point. Live bet the under 48.5.
Live? Well, yeah, I already bet that already, so what?
Uh-huh. Well, you can still get in now, though, at this point. Really, what do you think the big turnaround here is from? It's from,
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, no, and then you also gave out the under in this game as a free play too. So you would move to 5-0 if you hit all three of these plays the last 2 days in the free picks that you've given out in our Discord.
Well, I'm gonna have to give my second half play here, aren't I?
All right. Well, here you guys comes the official second half play in the Discord.
Under 24.
Under 24?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you guys go. The official second half bet.
That's at Pinnacle.
Hey Aldo, what's up, man? How
Under
you doing?
24.
So one of my mods has come into the chat here, and yeah, Aldo, I messaged you earlier. It wasn't working earlier, the betting part, but then it did start working. So I don't know what was going on there. But so yeah, the official bet is the under what?
Under 24 at -102 at Pinnacle. I don't have
Okay,
gas.
so there you go.
You know.
No,
here's
that's
my thing.
okay. Although I'm keeping track. I figured out a different way to do that, so no worries about that. I gotta figure that stuff out myself. It's just been a lot of work trying to organize guests and to make the show more involved, etc. No worries. No worries, Aldo.
Well, no. Listen, no. My mistake, but I'll. I don't know if I can get free lives from Jazz.
Yeah.
Can I get free light? Can I just sign up for an account at Jazz and just get the lines from Jazz? No, because I'll use Jazz for my lines.
Right.
And then I can say, oh, second half bet, Jazz Sports. It's your sponsor.
Hey,
it's your sponsor.
Just one
I've
sec
been
here.
lazy. I've been lazy. I know I can get my line. I know I can get Pinnacle lines.
All right. So
Without doing anything.
although we're not only doing Twitch, but also going to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
And Mixer all at the same time, and so I'm trying to. So I'm talking to my mod here, Kai's Aldo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're going to all of these different platforms here. Dan, can you download any legal gambling site apps and not even make an account and still view lines? Hedging opportunities at the thing about live betting to someone who knows the numbers and watches lots of sports. Right, the hedging opportunities. So Greg also took the under in the second half. So you guys are on the same thing here, you and Greg. And so I'm trying to go between the different platforms here. And also
no,
talk to
my only,
Chad a little bit here, who may or may not come on in a second. So Chad of Clutch Sports has contacted me, and he might say, "Hey, I'm ready," or he might say,
all right, no problem, mate, no problem.
but he might not. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. We're all finding out
Well,
at the
but,
same
uh,
time. Tello Botello has subscribed with Twitch Prime. There's the winner chicken dinner.
there
I'm
we
not
go.
hearing any
All right.
music, but yeah, that's because it's behind the desktop audio that I have going right now. Thanks, man.
Well, after I lose tonight, if the Cowboys lose tonight, I may subscribe for a few months just so I get some free chips, get back in the game.
Yeah, no, thanks for dropping your Prime in here, Aldo. That rocks for sure, man. You can see, if you can remember, this was not the first. This was the scene that I had originally, like this, and so now we're here, and this is a bit better, and we got I got a better mic, and I got some better stuff going on, and slowly evolving it, and Dan has come on the show here, and he's been helping out a lot, and I have a few other people who have come on, and yeah. Dan, yeah, and still view line. So yeah, Greg, that's yeah, the live betting is sweet, and you're right, doing the hedging opportunities to go against your original bet, etc., and try to recoup and or come out on top. Yeah, of course there are shows out there that do that, and I've been watching some of that. So here we're gonna see what Chad says here, and okay. So yeah, we are gonna bring in Clutch here in the second half.
Oh yeah, so you're dropping me. All right.
But not quite yet.
Well, figure it out how you gotta figure out how you can get like two people on at the same time.
There is a way to do that. It's just I gotta have what's the other service?
All right, hey, listen, no problem, no worries.
But I have to have another window open with another guest in there, yeah. Or maybe. But anyways, Chad's saying it's going to take him a few minutes here.
Right.
And, but if you look at a chart of an average NBA game, the score drastically changes, so you can, in theory, winning bets on both sides with chances to win both. We could all join a Discord channel. You can interact with your viewers. So, yeah, you are in my Discord, etc. But he's talking about having another, so we can have 3 guests on. And so are you saying that I could do that as well? Oh yeah, I guess no, that's right. I can open up a third window here. Maybe I can maybe I can invite people to this.
I mean,
I think I can invite.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think I can create a group DM.
Because I used to do it. You know, I could do it I could do it like Facebook Messenger. I could have like 3 or 4 people talking.
I think Greg is right, and I do believe I could figure that part out. Maybe we can try that, and we can try that for the first time. We can bring Chad on, and all 3 of us could talk, because you guys could. I don't know if you've ever met Chad, but he's quite a character as well. I'm not sure about the video though. Well, right?
I've seen him, and then I've like said, I hope you don't.
Well, maybe we won't live test this. Maybe we won't live test it tonight. But we can work on that for the next time. And that would be good to have 3 people for sure. That would be great. And yeah, the live betting thing, as Greg is talking about, I do understand everything you're saying, Greg, for sure. And that is definitely really cool. And I do understand all of the different hedging opportunities and all of the different, all of that. So yeah, no, that is very interesting to be able to do the live betting. There are people doing that on some of these bigger channels and different shows, but I think you're right. There is an opportunity to take advantage of some of that. Absolutely. So under 24. Address, I have to send something. I want to do a revamp of your website. I want to do a good one. I have a day off this month, so I want to improve it. Okay, deal, my friend. For sure. Let's talk about that. Having that video assistant, etc. We're ready to do that service. So definitely, let's keep that in mind. So we have lots of people here watching now on Twitch currently. Well, for our channel with 10, and a few watching on all the different other channels and stuff. So my address. Okay, Chad Salute saying he needs a few minutes. No problem.
All right.
Okay. Well, I've sent this to my brother so many times, my address. But I do the same thing. I never ever remember it, and I just always just ask the same thing. Okay. There we go. So, New York is driving. Is that the end of that NFL song? Not hearing any music. That was the end of that. We're going to cash a whole bunch of free plays here today, buddy. Come on, Dallas. Big smoke job here on Overconfident Jones. Hey, buddy.
Well, you're going to kick me off, dude. I'm just going to quick shameless plug.
Hold on, I gotta turn down the music on this. Sorry, buddy, this is my fault here.
Well, I'm just going to put a quick shameless plug.
Oh, hold on, Dan. Sorry, I have Chad coming in here right now. So let me just go to him quickly. Hey, buddy. How are you?
Hey, man.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. I'm back here with guys for a second.
Right.
I gotta try to, Chad? Alright, hold on here. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Good, man.
Right on. So, right on. Thanks for joining me. Sorry, I just had to transition there from Dan, and I'm trying to monitor a few things at once here and read emails and do like a whole bunch of different things. And so now, turn him up, please. Hard to hear. Right click his name on Discord, turn up his volume on Chad. So, can you talk, Chad, now?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you quite well. So let me just check your levels a bit. Go ahead. Sorry, that was me on my end. So go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yeah. Definitely can hear you now.
Okay, good.
So, what do you think about this game so far tonight?
Well, I haven't watched much of it. Just kind of running around, but I wanted to make it in for the second half. I was checking in with the scores, and it looks like it's kind of a bit of a snoozer field goal game.
Yeah. So, Greg, what do you think about his volume now? Okay, now he's better. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Sorry, it takes me a couple seconds there to check all the levels. I'm having to do everything here. And so sometimes when I'm having other music on and different stuff, it takes me a minute to get it dialed in here. So, anyways, Chad, thanks, man, for coming on. So, our last guest there, Dan, was giving out a whole bunch of different free picks and free plays and different things, and so it's a little late for that now. For you to do anything there tonight, but yeah, if you ever felt like dropping some in the Discord there, we're getting lots of guys in there talking and chatting. So anyways, I was going to pick your brain a little bit about this game. You were saying you were watching it as you were coming back to your place?
Yeah, I was just listening to it on the radio, watching the scores and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised. A lot of these games, these underdogs, like Miami had that early lead on Pittsburgh not too long ago, right?
Yeah. And Pittsburgh ended up controlling that one.
Mm-hmm. And that sort of has that feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was kind of just waiting for kind of after that interception to close the half, just kind of waiting for Dallas to maybe snap out of it.
So Greg is saying here on YouTube, he's saying, awesome setup you got there, Chad. Love the insider, you as well, insider. Love the sports backgrounds. Yeah. So Chad is a guy that I used to know when I used to be a handicapper, that he was a bettor from Calgary. And so I just sort of always remained in contact with him. And he's thinking about throwing his hat back into the ring, or not back into it, or just for the first time, I think. It's selling picks from Clutch Sports, and I don't think he's quite made that leap yet, but he's considering it.
Yeah, well, I had a big week. I hit a lot of good games this week, and it's just kind of like in golf, it's always that one you missed. And that Indianapolis, that Adam Vinatieri missed field goal,
Yeah.
kind of ruined my whole weekend, even though I had the Chargers, I had the Broncos, I had the Dolphins, and those were a lot of kind of big-time games this week.
Mm-hmm. No, you had, yeah, this is the year of the underdog, or what, eh? Look at this.
Well, and it's funny because this week, or this whole season, it's kind of been the year of the visitor. There's been so many of the visitors have been taking advantage and winning all these games, but then this week after that London game, which was a neutral site, every game was a winner by the home side.
Right. I think every home team won yesterday and covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Houston was technically the visitor, but they're in London.
Right. I see. So I don't know if you're a huge college bettor, so I don't know if there's any point talking about college basketball. That starts tomorrow.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
don't follow all stuff too closely, honestly.
Right. Until it gets tournament time or something.
Yeah, the bowl games maybe I'll take a look at them, but
right.
the odds Saturday, I'll look at the board, and if there's some odds that I like betting big underdogs.
So next week is my brother's going to Cleveland there to see the Browns. So the Browns, what do you think about that game? Have you ever? You've been to Buffalo, right? You've been to Buffalo. You've been to the stadium in Buffalo before, but you've never been to Cleveland?
No, I've only been to. I've been to this stadium where the game's going on right now. I've been to 2 Jets games there.
Okay.
It's kind of cool because even in the bathroom, they have a lot of green lights when it's a Jets game, and they just turn everything blue for the Giants game. So it's kind of funny.
Even
the souvenir racks, you can see all the Jet jerseys, and behind them you can flip them around, and then you can see all the Giants stuff there for like next week.
Right. Interesting.
The walls just flip around like a secret passage, and then it's Giants world.
So yeah, some more of Dan also gave out a free pick on Nashville, a -1.5, and so that's a winner. He gave out Washington Wizards as a free pick. That's a winner. He gave out the under in this game before it started, and he's given out the under in the second half. And he gave out 2 free play winners, which also won yesterday, all in our Discord there. So we have a really winning Discord and a winning community. Cappers here that are giving out a lot of free information and great winning picks. And Chad is going to be one of those guys for sure. And you came on as one of my first guests. I mean, you and Dan are basically 2 of the only guys, but I'm hoping on Thursday that AAA Sports will come on. Art Aronson, he's a well-known handicapper as well, and he does a lot of stuff about the Canucks. Actually, he has a. Anyways, I'm hoping to get him.
Yeah, Calgary, I watch the Flames the closest. Biggest season ticket holder. I go to as many games as I can.
You have season tickets. So, what do you? So far, they've been a disappointment this year.
It's been up and down. They're still not too far behind Edmonton, so first place in the conference.
Yeah.
It's a little early to worry about the standings, I think. But if you look how St. Louis was in last place in January, and they won the cup.
Right.
And I was watching the score of that Pittsburgh game. It was 2-0 Boston. Then it ended up being 4-4 in the third period, but Boston ended up playing.
Yeah, no. So what do you think about that Ottawa? Yeah, that was a big surprise there, Ottawa, really.
Oh, Ottawa, yeah, definitely. Although I was kind of leaning to them because I thought they might be due for a win. Mm-hmm. That was the backup goalie's 3rd straight start. For some reason, they aren't playing Henrik. I'm not sure what the story is out in New York.
Right. So, if you're looking ahead to next weekend, and have you looked at next weekend's card?
Yeah, I looked already. It's interesting to see how Buffalo is an underdog on the road at Cleveland, where I don't think Cleveland has earned a damn thing this entire season.
That's what a lot of people are feeling.
I would hammer the Bills. If you're going to give me the Bills with the points at Cleveland anytime, I will take it.
In this situation, you feel the Bills are...
Well, did you hear about the guy he tweeted? They caught him. They caught me. Tweeted out. They told him how much he sucked. Whitehead, and they told him. He told the fans he's going to kill them.
Right. I know. Yeah. No, we were discussing that earlier.
And Browns went ahead and cut him today.
So the chat wants to know what you're drinking.
What is this, rum? Zaya rum. It's a Zaya rum.
It's a Zaya rum.
Where's it from?
A little rum.
It's from Trinidad, Tobago.
Mm-hmm.
Show them try it. The bottle's right there. The bottle. You'll see it right there. That's the root. It's right there. Right there. Look. Right up in the corner. I don't see it. Oh, it's right there. Right by the rock.
So Chad, I'm gonna let you carry the show for 2 seconds, okay?
Okay.
All right, and so I'm gonna switch to you, and I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Alrighty.
And maybe you can comment on the game as it's going on, or whatever you want.
Well, I kind of thought the Giants might be a sneak pick here.
Oh, man.
You must be ahead of us again. Oh, yeah. He's ahead of us. We got that like a few seconds later.
What is he doing going head first like that?
Yeah, that looks like a classic rookie mistake. Quarterbacks have the advantage of leading with their feet and not getting touched. And the advantage to that is if guys are going to hit you, you're going to get the penalty anyway. So why wouldn't you just slide with your feet? You might lose a yard or two, but you'll gain it with the penalty because someone might be hitting you anyway, and you're going to draw a flag 9 times out of 10. So that was a rookie mistake. Sure, sometimes we see some quarterbacks lead with their head, getting that extra yard. Usually they're veterans, not a first-year quarterback in his 5th or 6th game, I think. I think this might be where we see the Cowboys maybe step away, looking to add a touchdown here, feed it to Zeke. Why wouldn't you? I like to gamble on teams that have a strong running game, strong elite running back, and that's why I always think the Giants have a chance with Saquon Barkley. But he hasn't shown it this year. Dallas has managed to rely on Zeke quite a bit, and he has won them some games, but there's been a lot of other games where Dak hasn't just been there to support him. Here we got a big run. Look at Zeke. If this drive isn't a Zeke touchdown, I don't know what. Jason Garrett's got a problem if he's not going to just keep hammering the ball.
Okay, what's going on here? Another interception? Or what? Uh-oh. We lost Chad for a second.
I was just showing the Dak Prescott signature.
Chad, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Here we are, back on the main scene. So you're showing all your different helmets?
Yeah. We got Manning and Dak.
So do you want to do like a three-way thing with Dan as well? Maybe one time and try that?
Dan, sure.
Did you see him on before you?
Yeah, I've seen him briefly last week.
Right. He's hilarious. You guys would get along really good, for sure. Okay, so here we go. Let's do a little bit of... So, do you do any live betting? Have you done any live betting?
Before.
Because we had a guy...
It's kind of what's the word? It's kind of like it's a very thin road to drive down.
Greg Rindosh on YouTube is saying he's doing live betting player props right now. So that's what, yeah, it's a really good way to hedge your original bets, doing live betting. If you also wait a few minutes into the game, you also get better lines.
Or the Flames game a couple nights ago, they were down 4-1 to Nashville.
Mm-hmm. And did they win that?
They made it. It went 5-5 into overtime, I think. The Flames won in overtime. So if you could have got the Flames down 4-1,
mm-hmm.
I'm sure it would have been like plus 500, plus 600 or something like that.
How about Arizona there in Edmonton with a 2-1 lead? I'm pretty surprised by Arizona.
Yeah, they've been in the league. Like I look at the two teams' records before the game. Edmonton was 10-4-1. Arizona was 8-4-1.
Mm-hmm.
They've definitely been one of the surprises of the league this year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a cool trophy case you got going there for sure. The last time we were looking at it was Contra video game.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Do we have a score in the Timberwolves box?
Yeah, so it's 64-57 at halftime.
For Milwaukee?
Yeah. So look at this Dallas New York Giants game here. Definitely staying under.
Yeah, that's they're pretty high at 47.5. I actually thought it would go over. These two teams have a history of piling on the points together at one another, but I thought with the two running backs on each side that we would see two strong running attacks, but it looks like a defensive battle. Battle of the kickers.
Hmm. And some early turnovers there by Prescott.
Yeah. Line by how many does the Giants quarterback have?
Yeah, he has a few as well.
Fumble, he has the interception to close the half.
So yeah, some of the college hoops rules, and I'll just go over them. And I know that you're not a college handicapper, but tomorrow the college basketball starts tomorrow, and so some things that will affect it. The 3-point line has been moved back in college basketball, and also the shot clock on the offensive rebound has been moved down to 20 seconds from I think 30 or even more. So now it's a shorter time on the offensive rebound, meaning they have to, yeah.
What does that mean exactly? The shot clock?
On the offensive rebounds. So if you get an offensive rebound, instead of the shot clock going all the way back to 30 seconds or even whatever it is, it just goes to 20 seconds on the offensive rebound. And so that will quicken the game up.
Lend itself to maybe lower scoring games.
Well, what's going on here? Sorry about that. I dropped you for 1 second.
Is the 3-point line now the NBA 3-point line?
It just said that it was moving back, but you would have to think that would be the case. I mean, why would they? What? Unless it's just a little bit less again.
Well, I think that because from what I've seen from college basketball, a lot of players like to shoot them deep anyway, just to show the NBA scouts that they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's kind of why I think that 3-point line in college ball was kind of a farce for a while.
Right.
What's your take on this Josh Gordon?
And so he's going to be playing for Seattle this weekend.
That's what they're saying.
I think, yeah.
I just don't understand. New England seemed to give him a chance, and so many chances, and why they just gave up.
Hello, Peter and Albert. How are you? Hello.
Russell Wilson wanted.
Yeah. I just don't. I mean, he's always this amazing talent, but why did the Patriots let him go? Something's going on with
That's
that
what
guy.
I don't understand. Because he kind of was their ace in the hole. It seemed they had all these other guys, and
Oh, that's gonna be a flag.
so he's gonna get cranked here. Or pushed.
Wow.
Yeah, you're about 15 seconds ahead of my feed again.
You can even live bet player prop bets. Like I got Zeke rushing over 90.5 yards, then he got 2 big runs, and it shot up to 118.5. So I could have took the under and been playing vig to win 2 units. You can still get the under at 43.5. Still will hit, in Greg's opinion. Yeah, no, live betting is sweet for sure. So, Chad, why don't we do the end of the third quarter?
Sure.
And so, let's take a look at tomorrow's board quickly. Because I'm running out of ideas here and running out of energy. But so,
I have
college,
some NBA picks for tomorrow.
you have NBA picks?
Yeah.
So maybe you could post a couple in our
Oh, I can say them right now.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So you guys, we're doing to the end of the third quarter tonight. Chad and everyone has been great, and we're still developing the show. But anyways, Chad's gonna give out a couple free picks here for tomorrow on the NBA.
I got Cleveland Cavs with the points at home
Nice.
against the Celtics.
I
I'm
like
not
that.
sure what the line is.
Nice. It's 5.5.
Yeah, I'll take Cleveland at home with the points. And I also have Atlanta at home against the Spurs.
So there's no line on that yet, but is what's his head back? Trey Young?
I'm not sure.
I think he is. And I think maybe that's why the line isn't out on that, because they're not 100% sure on that. But I do like the Hawks in that one as well, actually. I think that's a good
Popovich
spot
likes to
there.
rest guys on the road.
So there you go, Hawks and Cavaliers. I'm going to put that in our free pick section right now.
With the points? It's 5.5.
Yeah, so Cavaliers and who, sorry?
Hawks.
Cavaliers and Hawks. Our Chad's
Barkley's
free
right
picks.
bottled up.
So Clutch Sports for Tuesday.
That
There
was
we go.
pathetic.
That's in our on our free pick section in our Discord.
Are they going for it here, or is there kicking?
Looks like they're going for, or no, they're kicking it. Yeah. So this has run out here pretty quickly. This third quarter, and they hit it. So there you go, 16-15, and that missed field goal. If Dallas just gets that one touchdown, then they win by 8. You never know.
What were they favored by?
Anywhere from 7.5 to 6.5, but yeah, basically 6.5 or 7.
That was too much.
So Chad, I'm gonna say thanks for coming on, man, and I would definitely want to do more. And Dan Kaiser there was saying that he wants to do like a multi-way deal there, and I think that would be a lot of fun. So totally thank you for coming on.
Definitely.
And I don't know if there's anything else you want to say. There's not a site we can promote yet, but we're hoping that we can do that in the future or something.
Yeah, we got to get Clutch Sports together. We've been having winning weeks.
Yeah.
We want to get that perfect week.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, this is a place to start, and you've done a really great job, and I totally appreciate it. So thank you so much.
We would have been perfect this week if it wasn't for 47-year-old Adam Vinatieri missing a.
Oh, I know. I had that
goal
too.
by
Yeah.
about 15 feet.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you, sir.
He can retire anytime.
I agree.
All right, thanks, Nick.
All right,
See
man.
you guys.
All right. Later, Chad. And so there it is, you guys. We're going to leave with that. And call that a good show, really. That was 3 quarters. And we had some really good involvement there with a bunch of different people. Greg, Rindosh, Nuggets first half. I like the Nuggets tomorrow for sure. 100%. And I think you're right. First half sounds great because I like them for the game. And so I like the Nuggets in the first half. I like the Nuggets. Definitely. We're looking good on all of our bets. And Greg, you had some really, really good suggestions, man, about the live in-betting stuff. And I think that there's potential for that for sure, for people to really follow along and to do that. But we're going to leave it at that for tonight and try to come up with some new guests and have other guests and have Dan on again. And really thanks to Dan. Got to say again, his free picks have been amazing. And he has the potential here to go. Have to add it up, but I think it's 6-0 in the last 2 days with the picks that he's given out in our Discord. So you guys, thank you so much for helping us develop the show and making it continue, etc., etc. And thanks to everyone who bet in the contest tonight. And we'll see what happens. And I'll grade that tomorrow. And I look forward to Thursday night. And until then, take care.